And hello, Z1 Randomizer. Welcome to our 2-2 matchup between Alsoa and Potato Pony. I am Crimson Avix, and I am joined tonight by CD Improv. CD, how you doing?
I'm doing great, and we definitely want to make sure we give a shout out real quick to Cami and Renakai for doing our restreaming, and Crystal and Crow for doing our tracking in the background.
Absolutely. Our volunteers have been so great so far, getting a lot of matches on, and we have another great one for you tonight in the midst of quite a day already. So another exciting matchup. This one is for a guaranteed spot in the bracket round. The winner going to 3 and 2 will be guaranteed a spot in the bracket. So we'll see who takes it. And we are underway, starting down by the river.
All right, this isn't a terrible starting spot. You do have immediate access to an open cave, which is going to be a Take Any Heart, but there are a lot of different open caves around here, a couple of different Armoses. You just don't want to die in the overworld because it's going to set you back just a little bit. Also, I was going to do the screen scroll over into Vanilla Level 3, which today is going to be Vanilla Level 3. Potato Pony's going to find Level 2. All right, looks like we're bottom blocked.
It seems that way, and yeah, both of our runners finding good levels to find early, but without a sword or any other form of combat or bombs to progress further, you really don't want to try to do too much exploration because then you'd just be wasting a lot of time. As Potato Pony finds one of the gift shops, of course, we don't have extra candles, so going to take the heart, get closer to that white sword item. Alsoa already found that a little earlier.
Yep, looks like we've got a 30 rupee medium secret, so now we just have to hope that we can find a candle shop before the door repairs steal all of our money. Potato Pony's going to head up towards the Death Armos screen and the open caves near Death Armos. Now, a lot of runners, they like to go ahead and do the whole grave route, but finding the sword immediately for Potato Pony is going to make this worthwhile.
Yeah, this is actually the routing I tend to do as well. I know some runners will run up to the grave, hit the grave Armos first, and then wrap around to the Death Armos, but I typically do a walk right up here, and we see the candle for 60 rupees, so another medium secret will be able to give Potato that candle, but we might see him dive back into level 2, or just try to do more exploring over towards the forest, and does get the global first drop.
Nice. And we also got to see on that Death Armos screen, every so often when the boulders roll onto that screen, if you tap the Armos turns into a boulder. We're going to find hints on Alsoa's side.
So, not a great spot for hints, even though they don't start too far away from there. The level 6 vanilla spot is just one of those areas. It is a bottleneck to get up to. You can't really route anything else into it. So unless we find an early book, I don't expect a return to those hints.
All right, Alsoa is going to go touch this last Armos and find level 4. All right, 3, 2, and 4. Let's see what this map says. Okay, this isn't at least segmented. We have a couple of open doors, so I'm all for Alsoa wandering through, seeing if there's something free on the floor and getting as much information as he can before up and A-ing and going back to look for his sword.
Yeah, a key is a really good start when it's just laying out there. The Dig Dagger is blocking progression to the right, but I'm guessing that won't be too much of an issue. Probably can bomb around it.
We're gonna hope, and if we're not, then at least, you know, hey, maybe we don't have to dig 4. We'll see. Potato Pony has made it all the way over into the top northeast corner. Now he has the sword. He's focusing on the Armos item right now, which we know will be on this side of the map. There are 3 chances over here, and any roads route. Oh, okay, Alsoa.
It's the magical boomerang.
Now, I prefer the magical boomerang, but this early in the game, any boomerang that you find has the potential to actually be useful. So it doesn't matter which banana it is, you may think about picking it up.
Yeah, the ability to stun enemies is really nice. And we see from this screen, actually, that we have Dark Nuts on the overworld. So one of the overworld enemies, which I believe is going to be the Moblins, rolled into the underworld. So our dungeons will have another enemy that is susceptible to being stunned by that boomerang.
Yeah, which is really useful. Also, is going to go ahead and pick up his wooden sword out of the cave. So now both of our runners have a weapon. And we have a 17 rupee small secret, which if we even just find another one of those, we're getting closer to being able to pick up that candle. Also, is going to up an A out of a door repair, I believe it was. And now he's trying... Oh, well, that was red. He's going to try for that first global bomb drop and unfortunately kill a red Octorok.
Yeah, luckily, enough enemies on that screen that he could get up to the to number 6 on the global to force another bomb drop. So he's going to go back over, looks like, into the Dead Woods. Maybe, yep, going to go ahead back to level 3.
Okay, I don't hate this. You've got bombs, you've got a sword. Meanwhile, Potato Pony gives us a look at the book hanging out off on the coast. And this is a room in 3 that likes to have drops in it. I know people hate it when I say that, but I'm telling you, this horizontal shoot room in level 3, more often than not, is going to have some form of a drop.
Yeah, I always bank on there being a drop there, even not in level 3, like just in general. Mm-hmm. Now, Alsoa is going to be able to progress a little bit further in here than if Potato Pony comes into 3 in a little bit, because he did steal that key from level 4. Otherwise, I believe we are key blocked at this point.
Yeah, the Potato Pony won't be able to do that, but he is able to pick up his blue candle purchase. He's going to up a save the purchase. Now, one problem here in level 3 is unless there's a ladder in one of these 4 rooms we can get to, we're ladder blocked from the top half.
Yeah, so just scouting out these last few, because typically when you're clearing out rooms in level 3, you would have a heart drop. But we have a flag this year that was just added to the randomizer right before this tournament that will shuffle the major items, which is the heart container and whatever other item is in there, between themselves. So the heart container can land in the staircase and the other item can just be laying out on the floor.
Yes, it's a really fun flag, especially since it changes in between dungeons, so no dungeon is going to be exactly the same. So it definitely helps to keep everything fresh.
Yeah, I've seen, just from all the races that I've been watching and from personal experience in my runs for this, it definitely changes how you metagame and how you gamble with this flag set compared to how we would typically have done it in the past. Because of the fact that now you have to choose, okay, do I want to invest the time of killing every single room in level 8 or level 7 to find a floor drop, whereas, you know, I might just be running around looking for a staircase.
Yeah, exactly. Alsoa is going to enter level 2. Meanwhile, Potato Pony has found a 96 rupee large secret. Now, it's not 100, but it's not 50, so you're pretty happy with that. This blue boomerang is coming in handy because this screen is terrible to get through the Lionels if you're entering from the south. He's going to go back into level 2 as well. Oh, hi.
Hi, Bo. So, yeah, I would say the 96 isn't bad. Ultimately, we're coming out net positive of about 16 rupees total across everything. So you're pretty much at vanilla money for this seed. So nothing too bad.
Yep. Now, Alsoa is going to go ahead and make use of safety door strats here in level 2. We have to get past the shutter door, and these blue landmos, as long as you stand on that exact space in that door, they cannot hit you.
Yep, that's the one of the great little bits about Zelda is that there's a lot of skewing that happens with the sprites. So you can actually avoid projectiles the same way by standing on the right tile of like Lionels and Wizrows, and you'll avoid the beams. And this is just a bunch of blue lambos in this dungeon. That's all.
Yeah, now there was unfortunately, so there's a ladder block to the north in the form of a Chevy room, and then the left side landmo room will not drop anything, and unless it's segmented, we are going to be key blocked out of level 2. Potato Pony's going to find his bow on the floor. All right, Alsoa is going to go purchase his blue candle. So just like that, the runners have kind of evened up the item, advantages. But Potato Pony has had a chance to explore a lot more of this overworld.
Yeah, Alsoa does have the knowledge of level 4, so it does have that little bit, but Potato Pony will find that eventually. I believe Alsoa, just by where he's picking up the candle and the fact that, he's not returning, actually, he is going back to the Deadwood, so I think
Okay.
I was gonna bet that he was going to prioritize like Candle Row and everything else, but it looks like he might hang out here in the Deadwoods.
Well, one thing that you have to as a runner, knowing that there's still an Armos item out there somewhere, as Potato Pony with the bow is going to find an arrow shop, he's going to go ahead and be able to purchase those since he did find that large secret. But one of the things you have to keep in the back of your head is there's an Armos item out there somewhere. And you don't want to leave that for too long, because what if it's something like your silvers? What if it's a red ring? What if it's, an offensive upgrade? And just by not going to look for it, you are kind of depriving yourself of that advantage a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. I like to prioritize the Armos item because there's several items where it is such a great boon before you are diving dungeons. One of them is the any key, so you don't have to worry about key drops at all.
Mhm.
As you said, red ring for a combat advantage, as well as white sword or wand. All those are really good items to find early, in addition to things like the bow, silver arrows, the
Yep.
necessary items.
Alsoa, meanwhile, is going to go back into level 4. Now, Potato Pony was, in fact, key blocked because he didn't have the key that Alsoa stole out of level 4. So Potato Pony doesn't know that in order to get any further in 4, he's going to end up needing a ladder, but we're already ladder blocked out of another dungeon, so it might make sense if you just keep digging until you find it.
Absolutely, and also does bring his bombs and is progressing a little further in level 4.
Clock.
Yeah, got the clock, which makes this room a lot easier. Not because the enemies are difficult, but just because they're standing still now. Like seem to have rolled up. But clearing that room so you can sort of see what the item might be is always good. Though also looks like he might just be leaving it alone for now. Oh, okay, never mind. He's returning.
Yeah, if we have to find a way to get into that right-hand column to get around the team moat room, but I think it was a key door, so we might be key blocked out of level 4. Also is setting up a bomb count.
And gets a fairy right after taking the intentional damage.
That's not good, is it? Because I don't do bomb forces, so.
Oh no, the fairy's great, although taking the damage there isn't. So had his count up to 4, got bopped, then it reset down to 0. Was at 1, so he's just giving up and returning to start to look around.
Okay, now he did save that bomb, so he's going to be able to retry back into it. Meanwhile, Potato Pony is going to get into level 4 without bombs, so he's going to have to come back as well. Looks like he's going to go do the exploration in the grave that we saw Alsoa do already.
Yeah, Alsoa right now, you'll see him just resetting his console. Will actually say reset. He's on emulator, but it says reset. He's resetting because by resetting, you're actually clearing out the global counter. So your next kill will be one on that global counter. So that is a chance for a bomb drop from any bomb dropping enemies.
Yeah, it's something that I think up until this year I didn't fully realize the value of. Potato Pony has just done the exact same thing, and he's going to see if he can get a bomb from this blue Octorok.
Yeah, he does get his bomb as well. Funny enough, I know it's a thing, and I've known about doing it for the longest time, but I always seem to forget about doing it when I'm actually racing.
Yeah, exactly. Up until this year, I was like, oh, I'll get bombs eventually. I'll just keep going, float this way, float that way. And then you're just without bombs in Death Mountain, which is always bad. Alsoa, meanwhile, does have the money to be able to pick up the arrows, so I think that's where we're going to see him go. He's got one screen. He's got to go one more to the north.
Yeah, either mismarked or misread his map.
I do that a lot. All right, so now both of our runners have alternative forms of damage for those rooms that are full of bubbles.
So I find it very interesting that we have seen both runners with the candle for some time now. Outside of coming over for the Armos item, Potato Pony hasn't really done much in the forest where there's a lot of burnable bushes. Alsoa hasn't even gone over that way yet. He's finally getting over that way. Mm-hmm. So still a lot of exploration for our runners, even though they are about 15 minutes in and have received a good amount of information so far.
Yeah, so this is pretty cool. Potato Pony is going to take those bombs that he just picked up. Alsoa is going to find 96 arrows to put in his quiver. But Potato Pony is going to go ahead and go back into level 4. He has the key that he picked up off of the floor in here, so it's going to be curious to see. If there's anything more valuable above the key block in 4. And holy cow, that's our Triforce.
Yeah, the Triforce is more valuable, and Alsoa never actually bombed over into that room, so he doesn't know that he could have had the Triforce out of 4, which could be detrimental. And also, Potato Pony's going to clear out this room, so we could possibly see if the item is sitting on the ground here.
Yeah, this is one of those ones that if you can see what the item is, and you can get the Triforce and say it's something like the actual banana or it's a heart container in a double heart level, then you just leave it. Oh, it's a key. So yeah, that is a key door. There's the white sword, which unfortunately we can't pick up for 4 hearts.
But another take any immediately after. Also, might go back to see if that white sword's available now. It's one screen to the right, so.
Oh, don't worry, Alsoa. Maybe he doesn't want to do it unless it's actually for certain.
Either that, or we might just want to check out the forgotten spot here, and then we'll scroll back over and head back towards the forest.
Yeah, that's a fair point. All right, so we find a potential staircase room here in level 4. It does not push for Potato Pony. Now he's trying to save that bomb. Oh, here's another one. See, it's right there. There you go.
Just getting the red darkness out of the way, and 5 is enough.
And here comes the heart in 4 in the staircase. We don't know if this is the item yet. There will be a coast heart in the shuffle somewhere.
Yeah, that's always the worry early on. Is is that heart the coast heart, or is the item somewhere on the ground? And luckily, 4's not too intimidatingly large to really have to worry about. It's just the first dungeon that isn't guaranteed to be able to have a door open in every single direction. Ooh.
We are again key blocked unless he can Canana key this. This is hard. Oh, beautiful job by Potato Pony. You have to time that perfectly.
Just enough time to be able to get through the door. But yeah, you have to immediately backtrack as soon as that block starts to move. Otherwise, you will not make the door in time.
I've seen some runners do it with like a candle boost to kind of help them along the way. Oh, good clock here for Potato Pony is going to allow him to clear this room without the floor being the giant jerk that it is.
So in a room like this, there's actually sometimes I will purposely jump inside the lake to avoid the damage from the BMO statues, and then just hope that the enemies come to me so I can kill them as I'm damaging the lake.
Level 9 on Alsoa's screen.
7.
7's not terrible. I'm okay with 7. Potato Pony is setting up another Canana key, but it's a push block again. No.
He just has to be annoyed at this point.
Yeah, this level 4, I would grab the Triforce and I would come back only after I get like an any key or the game tells me I must.
Yeah, it looks like that's where Potato Pony's going to go. Going to grab this Triforce, at least get himself on the board.
Mm-hmm. Because as we now know on from Alsoa's side of the screen, we need 7 to be able to get into level 9.
Yeah, my general strategy is, unless a level is just annoying and just really difficult to navigate, I'm going to search the Triforces out of the first 5 levels I can come across and work through clearing, just to get those 5 that I know I'll need, and then sort of gauge it from there, if I haven't found 9 yet, on how much digging I want to continue to do.
Yeah, I think that makes perfect sense. All right, Alsoa, meanwhile, is going to pick up a 21 rupee bomb pack. Yuck. All right, Alsoa is heading up in the direction of where he will eventually find his Armos item. Potato Pony is also going to buy the slightly expensive bombs.
And is also heading over towards the forest. Alsoa just coming across level 8 as well. Going to check out some of the Armos statues first. But we'll see if he jumps back into 8 just for a little bit to do some exploring. 8, of course, having 2 items in it.
And knowing Alsoa, he does like to do the off-meta plays as Potato Pony takes an unfortunate overworld death. He likes the off-meta plays of searching the giant dungeons that everybody else would leave alone until they find the tiny ones first.
I mean, to be fair, Alsoa's already found 3 of the 4 tiny ones.
Yeah. Very true. And then we got key blocked, and oh man, are we close enough to get a blue ring?
Probably around, yeah, I'd say. I don't know if we've actually seen the blue ring yet. Oh, yes, we have. It's with the bomb.
But by bombs.
But yeah, also prioritizing bombs. Also, is one of those runners that doesn't really desire to hit up the blue ring. He'll purchase it if he has like a real surplus of money and doesn't really care. But he might be saving some of this money for things like hints, replenishing bombs, or even like a key purchase if needed.
Very true. Keys are definitely a thing, especially if you can't find any key. Potato Pony is going to find level 9. I think this is down on the coast.
Yeah, going to get his information. Alsoa is back in 8. I think there was 2 purposes to this. Yes, he's going to dig it a little bit, but he is down to half a heart, so he is also able to get back to level 8 for that health refill.
Yay, and the game's going to give us a key. That's really nice of it. Well, so far the enemy set is not terrible.
No, and even better yet, I spoke too soon. Tektites did roll up. The red Tektites, or orange Tektites, whatever color you want to deem them as, rolled up, and so did Fires.
I mean, the fire part we're not very happy about, because those are your bomb droppers sometimes.
Yeah, this dungeon also heard you comment about the enemy set not being too bad. So it's going to give us, 6 blue Wizrobes.
Yeah, but then I can use my favorite emote in chat, so I guess that's okay. Also, is doing a good job of kind of using the door to his advantage here.
Yeah, none of the Wizrobes have been super trolly. I know sometimes if you sit in the door, the Wizrobes will sometimes like to do what that one is. We are just all full of commentators cursing tonight.
I mean, oh gosh, when do you decide to save this room, though? Apparently right there.
Yes.
I mean, he got at least 2 of them down, so this does make sense.
Yeah, I think I do what Alsoa is doing. Yes, that could be potentially a push block, but I think I do what Alsoa is doing right now. Just explore something that isn't going to be as heavy on combat, just to get a little bit more knowledge.
Yeah, leave this until you don't have another option. I mean, maybe the red ring will be in here, sitting on the floor. So, look at this map. This is fantastic. Oh, beautiful bomb from Alsoa there.
Yeah, really nice to have the manhandler just walk across it. And our floor item is a heart, so that at least guarantees that our two other items will be good items. One could potentially be the coast heart, but at least we won't be searching around for a key item on the floor here in level 8.
Very, very true. I mean, now if the game wants to give us an any key in 8, that would also be highly acceptable. Oh, it's a ladder. That's good.
Ladder, and for all intents and purposes, a book as well, because book is very, very close.
Now, we did find a hint shop 2 screens away from where our start screen happens to be. And Alsoa has seen the book on the coast. So how much do you want to bet that with that 186 rupees, he goes, gets the book, finishes up any exploration in the area, and then we get to see some saves coming of those hints?
Oh, absolutely. I would not doubt that one bit. So going back to the comment that you made about like the shape of 8 and everything, with the new algorithm that Fred has for shapes and all that, we've seen some really interesting ones. And I'm not going to lie, about 2 weeks ago, I actually toyed with the idea of actually changing the rules a little bit for the tournament, and come the brackets, changing the dungeon start screen to where you're not necessarily starting on the bottom row, because that's when we get really interesting shapes. But I opted against it because I did say that the flags would remain consistent throughout. So we'll leave it as it is for right now.
Really good clock there for Alsoa. He had to wait until that blue wizrobe was close enough so that he could actually stab it before picking up the clock. Alsoa, you have a ladder. Keep going. He's like, wait, am I ladder blocked? But yeah, I can see where that makes complete sense, but I am a big fan of shuffle dungeon entrances, so I have been happy.
Well, I'm sure I'll probably get some comments or DMs about this from anyone who watches and hears that.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah, you didn't do it. You're a good guy. It's okay.
Also, Potato is in level 8 as well, so if he keeps exploring, he will see the ladder, while also it takes a rough death there from the manhandler.
Yeah, Potato Pony's only a couple of rooms away from the ladder, and oddly enough, it's a ladder block that pushes you in the direction. He just has to go, I think, north above this manhandler room. Also is going to take out the wizrobes since he's got bombs, or he's going to at least whittle them down some more. That was a great bomb.
Yeah, I think both of those wizrobes are within stabbing distance, and this is a staircase. It is the other item, and it is the enemy. That is huge.
Yay! We got all the keys in the game. We got a ladder. We're leaving now, because there are smaller levels to dig for those 7 Triforces that you need to get.
Yeah, seeing the enemy set in there, the only reason I come back to 8 for the Triforce is if I am just struggling to find the final dungeon.
Yep, here comes the ladder pickup for Potato Pony. Now we're going to have to see if Potato Pony feels like clearing that blue wizrobe single push block room. Here comes the book for Alsoa, and an immediate up A save. So he's going to go get us some hints. And
I expect that we'll probably see the same from Potato Pony too after he finishes 8.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense. In this, hints are helpful, but you do need to have that book to be able to understand the old men. Ooh, ladder block, red candle.
Yeah, step over the water hints are always a little rough. Okay, 4? So we know level 4 for Potato Pony. That's going to be huge. He will not have to return there at all.
And K-Tap will be very happy to hear that for the first time today, that raft is not going to be required. She was not very happy with some of the races she's been watching today. All right, Potato Pony, meanwhile, he's kind of going north here in level 8, which may walk him right into the Triforce.
Yeah, we know this is going to be the transport staircase, but it'd be interesting if he does come across the Triforce, if he takes it and bails on the last item. I believe he also did get the heart, so he does know that last item is in a staircase, and he may be incentivized to maybe try to check that blue wizard room at the very beginning.
Yeah. Oh, Alsoa just went right past 4. He's going for the other set of hints. He's also going to bomb open this wall while he's at it and get a little bit more money. Because I was like, wait, is Alsoa going to 4? And then I remembered our other hint shop is vanilla level 6. But yeah, a Triforce pickup out of 8 would be really, really good for Potato Pony. Though leaving the Any key behind would be unfortunate.
Okay, so we go level 5 has a ladder block of some sort, and that has the red candle.
Oh, I missed that one.
That was Gria Grumbles with the Raft, so Raft is in 7, and we know that one.
Okay, so we got one that we already knew about, so I think otherwise that seems pretty useful. Looks like Alsoa is going to go back into level 4 while he's up here, or he's going to go bomb Death Mountain, but I imagine we're about to see a 4 play, and if he walks right in, bombs to the side, and gets the Triforce, he's not going for the boomerang.
Yeah, absolutely not. So, it'll be interesting if Potato Pony returns to 8 when he gets the hint about that location.
Oh, man. Yeah, but how much does it take you? Alsoa is walking right past the room he needs to bomb. This is a key, though. Well, he has any key, so never mind.
I would say if I'm in Potato Pony's shoes and I get the hint about the key, I'm sitting at 3 right now. I give it a little bit to search some dungeons and see what my key count is, maybe after 4 or 5 Triforces, to see where my comfort level is. If I'm feeling very like squirmish about the amount of keys I have, like it might not be enough for 9, then maybe I go back and just check that single room right at the beginning of 8, because that could be a push block.
All right, here come the hints for Potato Pony. Now, we already saw that one. We do not need a raft. Two hints about the red candle is kind of funny, though.
Yeah. And honestly, like, this set of hints early on is wonderful, because you know you don't need the dig item out of 5. You know you don't need the dig item out of 7. Unfortunately, Fury's going everywhere but the Triforce room in level 4.
Yeah, so is kind of going on a field trip. It's okay. There's a heart inside that pancake, I think. Oh no, we already saw the heart. Compass. He got the compass. That's helpful.
Yes, okay. That's the second best thing you can get if it's not the Triforce.
Yeah. It's the pancake ate something that points you in the direction of your Triforce. Spiky, get out of the way. Spiky. Alright, Potato Pony, meanwhile, is gonna go take some any roads. He's headed in the direction of the second hint shop as well, and also is gonna get his first Triforce of the game out of level 4.
Yep, and Potato will get the information about the boomerang, so he also will never return to level 4. No reason to, especially for him, because then, like, grabbing the boomerang would actually do nothing for him. It wouldn't even replace the magic boomerang in his inventory.
Yeah, you can't downgrade. It doesn't work that way. Also, is going to buy some very expensive bombs. Here's the hints for Potato Pony. At least the 2 hints about the red candle weren't in the same dungeon, at least. I mean, in the same shop, because there's nothing more frustrating than when you get double hints for an item in the same shop, and you're going, thanks, game.
Yeah, the other thing, we do have the 2 hint shops, and that is great information. But the other thing this is going to do for the runners is they have a lot of 2, a lot of 3 to still clear out. And they have 4 dungeons that are still at large. They're going to have potentially the ability to get hints to the location of those dungeons in the dungeons they still have yet to explore. That's
or
why
sometimes, it'll tell you what's in there.
If it's me, I would probably prioritize going back to level 2 or 3 right now.
Yeah, good bomb force for Alsoa. I agree with you. I was actually wondering why Alsoa didn't go back into level 3 while he was down here. Looks like Potato Pony is going to, though. Did Potato Pony buy something? Did he buy a blue ring?
Yes. Yes, he did.
He just turned colors. All right, so Potato Pony, having all that money left over after picking up the hints, there was a large secret up there that he had left behind. He went ahead and he has bought himself that blue ring. So some of these dungeons that are going to be a little bit more treacherous for Alsoa, Potato Pony is going to be able to hang in a bit longer. Right.
Well, I did find level 1 as well, so that's just really a good find for him.
Mm-hmm. And we're gonna get the recorder. Recorder is never a bad thing.
Absolutely not. Quick return to dungeons. Not that I see us returning to any dungeons we have a Triforce out of, or after we get the Triforce, but we'll see.
Well, we don't need the keys off the floor. This kind of looks like, I was gonna say Grover doing the near and far sketch.
Yeah.
Like where he stops and starts to run. Or it could be an earthworm. That would work too. So it's more funny if you know that Alsoa has never actually seen a Muppets movie to make Muppets references. Plus, Alsoa picked up a white sword from the White Sword Cave, so he's got a little bit more damage than Potato Pony. Power Bracelet.
How about a Power Bracelet? Is 2 good items in one here. That also gives us our information about all of our key item locations.
Oh yeah, it does, because, well, we've got them all. Well, other than the raft, which we don't need. Also, is going to take an unfortunate death here in level 1. Potato Pony is continuing to work through level 3. I don't think we've seen an item in here yet. Well, yep, 3's in the Deadwoods. Thank you, game.
Not the level that you hope to be spoiled on.
No. We did at least get a compass, so now that Alsoa has picked up both of the important items out of level 1, he can just beeline straight to that blipping dot on his map.
It's funny because Potato Pony was over here collecting keys, and I'm like, you don't need to. And I'm like, oh yes, he never picked up the end. He does need to.
Hey, Well, okay, it's an ellipsis-y Patra. We have sword beams and a blue ring. This should be okay. Plus, we didn't enter the room from the right side. We entered from the left.
Yes, right side Patra is always the worst one to fight.
Especially when he breaks and you're just like, all right, do I restart the room or do I just grin and bear it? As Alsoa gets his second Triforce out of level 1 and he's on his way. And I think I missed Potato Pony, but he did get the Triforce out of level 8.
Yeah, is after
So
that Triforce that he bailed and never re-entered for the magic key.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Sorry, my brain's a little tired. Now, Potato Pony hasn't seen the item in here in level 3, so he's going to keep digging these couple of extra rooms.
I do appreciate the Patra being a required kill, though.
Oh, yeah, that's fantastic. Another key. So Potato Pony, right now, that any key sitting in level 8 is not hurting him. He's going to get a compass for the Triforce he left 2 rooms back. All right, we got, I think, 2 rooms over here to look at. 1 room. 1 room.
Also picking up the potion out of the gift shop there. So electing to just go with 6 hearts right now. From what we've seen of the dungeons, other than, level 8 there, they haven't been too bad yet. So probably feels comfortable there at 6 hearts.
There's a heart in a staircase in 3, so there has to be a room in here somewhere that maybe we didn't clear, or it's our double heart level.
Yeah, I forget if we saw a heart early on, or if there's something that Potato Pony was missing.
Well, if we see him get the Triforce and not go back in, then I think we have the answer that this is double hearts. The old men are now singing songs at us. It's good. All right, we are leaving, so...
According to Potato Pony's tracker, that was the Coast Heart.
Okay, so double hearts in 3. And we, other than level 6, we have item knowledge for everything that's outside of level 9.
Yeah, so we have a 66% chance of silver arrows being in 9. We also have a good chance for our last 3 items to be all vanilla.
Oh, I could use my second favorite emote.
All right. Vanilla?
Yes. Speaking of which, Alsoa has found level 6 up in East Death Mountain. Potato Pony is going to head over towards the grave. So I think level 1 was on one of those transition screens.
Yeah, I want to say it was in B1, but I might be mistaken.
Okay.
Looks like Potato is actually doing a world wrap over here to the forest area.
Okay, is he going back into 8?
And quick Triforce for also here in 6.
Alright, he's going back in though. So if you're Alsoa, you have found a lot of your items right now. You've got information on a lot of your items right now. It kind of makes sense to me to go ahead and see if you can't quickly find something here in 6 to know for sure if your silvers are going to be in 9.
Yeah, so for Alsoa, if he does not find silvers in here, I'm sure he will search out the item in level 3. That will actually give him guaranteed knowledge because he knows every other item except what's in 6 and what's in 3. So I don't hate this play as long as you can find it quickly.
Yeah, so we just got the heart off the floor, and that's a ring in a staircase in 6. Woohoo! So we, as the omniscient audience, know, in fact, that it's silvers and wand in level 9. So this is not terrible. Now, Alsoa still needs to find. He's looking for a level. Which one's he looking for?
He needs either 5 or 7 to find his 7th dungeon.
Yeah, but when do you just go back into 2 and 3 and finish those and be like, I know where 8 is?
Yeah, just go into 2 and 3, hope, then maybe sit there and say, yeah, I'll do level 8, and hope that you get a hint for 5 or 7 in one of the 3.
Yeah, that'd be really nice. I mean, granted, 5 is gonna be, well, 5 is in theory smaller than 7. I forgot that we have the information on 5 and 7, but we haven't actually seen them yet. He was like, oh wait, I have stuff marked for that on my tracker, so we must know where it is. There's level 5 Potato Pony screen.
Looks like more Wizrobes.
Yay! I mean, we got a blue ring. He's still got that wood sword because he hasn't quite made it to the burn bush to get his white sword.
Oh my goodness, a quad segmented level 5.
Oh, this is beautiful. This reminds me of, I want to say like an ice skater doing a fancy spin jumpy thing. Because, you know.
There's 22 rooms in this level 5. 8 of them are going to have transport stairs, plus an additional 1 with the item in it.
Yay! This is amazing. I love this. Plus, there's 3 old men. Oh, at level... Wait. It's at level 5!
So, a vanilla level 5.
Uh-huh.
And it's going to be entertaining.
Oh my gosh, it's going to be so beautiful. Now, I don't think we see Potato Pony or Alsoa literally dig for the item. They may or may not go into the staircase if they find it, but there's not really much of a reason to.
I think I peek at a bunch of these staircases, though, just to know where I may potentially need to go to get to some of these other rooms.
Yeah, I agree with you. You want to make sure that you're looking for the transport so that you know if the Triforce is not in the main body, that you have to take one of those rooms. And This is where that any key pickup for Alsoa is going to come in a little bit handy. That while there are some key drops here in 5, there's the potential for this to kind of sap away what's left of Potato Pony's key count.
Absolutely. And Alsoa is also going to be able to navigate this 5 a little bit quicker, noticing as he exits that the Bowlmaster was there. But he'll be able to navigate a little bit quicker because he actually does have the combat advantage in both offense and defense right now.
Yeah, he's got that red ring and he's got the white sword. Now, Potato Pony's going to take the... Oh, compass! Yeah! Oh, yeah, this is... Yeah, 4 segments at level 5.
Yeah, Alsoa wasn't far away, but it's going to take the transport, so... Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Yep, goes right
We're
back.
good. Go back. Looks like Potato Pony's doing the exact same thing. He's like, I don't care about anything else in this level. I'm going for the Triforce.
Also, you'll see here on Alsoa's side, but it's great. We got the "you are here" hint.
Yay! Oh, goodness. Yes, we did. Hey, oh. Oh, no. I mean, Potato Pony has a lot of health right now. He's going to make, hopefully, he's going to make use of, there's that red candle we're not going to pick up, but we are. Alsoa's just going to walk right in with the red ring, the bomb, the white swords, and hopefully not die. He does have a potion. Ooh. Made it through the bomb wall before it killed him. He's going to go ahead and take his potion. He did get some of the Wizard's dead. Oh, they're going to let him in the door. So many times you walk into a blue Wizrobe room and the next thing you know, you're swarmed by blue Wizrobes. Potato Pony's going to go ahead and get his Triforce out of level 5. Now, he's out of bombs as well, but this is definitely well worth it.
And Alsoa as well.
All right, so now this is where you start making choices. Do you go back to the 8, you know where it is, the 2 and the 3, that you know where it is, which I think is what we're about to see, and then head into 9, or do you keep looking for this mythical level 7?
Nah, I go back to the 8 at this point. Quit my overworld exploration, just go with what I know. Alsoa already cleared probably about a third of level 8 anyway, so with his white sword and red ring, I would say I'm not too afraid of the combat in there either.
Yeah, very, very true. Now, Potato Pony hasn't found level 1 yet. So he may still be looking for level 1 because it's one of the smaller dungeons. He's on his way to finding it.
Yeah, well, he needs to find 2 more levels because he doesn't know the area of 1, 6, or 7. So
oh dear,
need to find a few more levels here.
All right, Alsoa with the red ring. He needs to be a little bit careful because the landmos can still kill you. There we go. Hey, look, more landmos. Potato Pony's going to pick up another heart, which gives him a shot at being able to pick up the magical sword, which we did see. Compass for Alsoa. Okay, don't die. There's the white sword pickup for Potato Pony.
Yeah, going to be a quick Triforce here for Alsoa as well. Oh, yeah. Now, Potato Pony grabbing the red candle, I would have done the same. Obviously, Alsoa did not see it, but I would have done the same if I was Potato Pony, just because it is a source of repetitive damage, especially useful if you get red bubbled. And I mean, not that rupees are an issue for either runner or arrow strats, but
yeah, it's something that you can use for crowd control. It's also something that you can use like for damage boosting and things like that. So it is very, very useful, especially if it's just sitting there on the floor. There's the Triforce out of 2, but yeah, I probably would have picked it up too if I had seen it. All right, Alsoa is going to enter level 3. We know this is double hearts. I don't really see Alsoa digging for items in here.
I think he will, just for the knowledge if the silvers are in 9.
Okay, yeah, I forgot about that part. Sorry, that's a fair point.
Yeah, because level 3 is so small, I search out the item just to know what I'm looking for here in a little bit in level 9.
All right, so Potato Pony has 3 keys still, so he's doing all right. That 5 could have been worse, but thankfully we found a compass without having to go through a bunch of key doors. He's getting close to the area of level 1. He's gonna find it hopefully soon. I know it's over here somewhere.
Yeah, I think, as I said, I think the level 1 is actually in B1, so a few screens away.
Oh yeah, I use Z Tracker, so it's harder for me to see the coordinate numbers. And to answer a question in chat, Alsoa, when he finds out what the item here in 3 is, he will know between the hints and the items he's seen that his silvers are in 9.
Yeah, and this is the room that has the heart in it, so he will know for sure.
Yeah.
And he's not going to bother picking it up. He's just going to let it go, say, I'm happy with 8 hearts, I'm going to get the Triforce. And then he'll be heading to level 8, while Potato Pony is going to start navigating through level 1.
Yay! Alright, so level 1 wasn't terrible. It's going to take just a little bit of time here. And this will net Potato Pony the recorder and the power bracelet. There's that Triforce in 3 for Alsoa. He's done.
So all of our overworld exploration was actually handled without the power bracelet, recorder, or raft. Now, obviously, level 7 could have still been behind one of those spots, but in terms of what we needed to get into 9, we were okay not picking up any of those. Yeah. Although we do need ladder for Triforces and stuff.
Yeah, and you never know when you're going to be... You could be Dig Dogger blocked in something like level 9 if he's guarding like a shutter door or a magical staircase.
Wait until Fred creates a seed where you need a power bracelet to push box in dungeons, and power bracelet can only be like to shoot staircases or something like that.
No. Also, meanwhile, I was going to do a world wrap to get... Oh, he's going to whistle this spot. Okay, sure. Maybe get some more money or something. It's going to be a door repair.
Get money, lose money, same thing.
Yeah, also I was headed in the direction of level 8, and level 9 is just down on the coast over here. So this is actually a pretty good play for Alsoa. He just has to kind of, you know, not waste a lot of time in level 8, because Potato Pony isn't very far behind. There's the power bracelet we don't really need.
No, about the biggest thing for Potato Pony would be needing to find level 6. I think that was in East Death Mountain.
East Death Mountain, the top of the staircase. Screen also really likes to have levels. Alright, Alsoa is working his way here through 8. Now, I don't remember where Potato Pony found the Triforce, but he's got the one out of level 1, and he's back to the overworld. Yeah, also it did have to use a potion in that blue wizard room. What was that? 1? No, 6. So if you're Potato Pony and you're searching for your remaining levels and you come across 7, do you go ahead and dig it? Or not dig it, but do you go ahead and enter level 7 looking for a Triforce?
If I find level 7 before level 6, 100%, because in terms of size of the levels, they're pretty proportional to each other. Sometimes 6 can be bigger, sometimes 7 can be bigger, so I really don't see much of a difference there. If it's something like 4 or 7, then I might try to search a little bit more to find level 4, but right now I know it's more of a Triforce and go type mentality, so I don't really spend too much time looking for it.
Makes sense. Alright, also, meanwhile, doing battle with these orange wizards in level 8. Making use of sword beams pretty well.
I believe Triforce was either in this room or like a room to the right or something like that, so he's really close.
Yay. Yep, there he goes. Good memory.
So that means we will see Alsoa in level 9 right around the 54.5 minute mark. Maybe close to 55.
Nice. Yeah, it depends upon... Well, he's going to screen scroll, so that's going to make it, yeah, a little bit faster. All right, Potato Pony, meanwhile, he's going to check this section of West Death Mountain, but in a moment, when he goes back the other way, this will get him level 6. So, Krim, what are we looking for in level 9?
All right, well, there are 3 things in this instance because we know silvers are here in level 9, so we are going to be looking for one of our 2-item staircases that holds the silvers. Unfortunately, there are 14 total staircases if it's not segmented, so that might take a little while. We're also listening for the roar of, well, Ganon. It's who also is rescuing that will change, but well, that's
man. Well,
we're
okay.
looking for the roar of Ganon, and then we're also looking for a shutter door that does not open after killing all the enemies in the room, and that will tell us that Link is hanging out behind there.
Yay! And yeah, since Alsoa is playing with the Zelda sprite, he's going to be rescuing Link. Look out, Potato! No, Potato.
Yeah, that's a rough death. Being
Especially
that far away from start and right out.
Oh, hey! Look what we found!
In his own room.
Yeah, with 2 shutters coming out the side.
Could this be a really fast level 9?
I don't know. Good stun lock. And chat's asking if that was Zelda to the south. I think we're about to find out. Is he going back? He
Looks
is.
like it.
Oh, it was Zelda! But he's got to get through the... Yeah.
I didn't even notice it didn't open when he pushed it, so... Get your GGs in chat. We have a sub-hour for Alsoa with a time of 56:07.
That was definitely that was a fun one. Yeah, hey Krim, you can roll the rest of my seeds for the rest of the tournament, please.
I told you, like, it's been very friendly so far.
I mean, that was like the nicest 9 I think I've seen in a couple of days. It's like, here, have silvers. Here, go fight Ganon. Meanwhile, Potato Pony taking the unfortunate death in up in Death Mountain, a couple of screens away from level 6, is still searching for his last levels.
Yeah, may be trying to whistle back up that way, or may start checking some of these overworld spots.
Welcome in, Chi-Chi's bird friend.
Hello.
Hi.
So 9 was dumb.
9 was glorious.
That's beautiful.
I couldn't even finish the whole spiel about what we're looking for in 9 before you found everything in 9.
Yeah, like, you go into 9, you take a right, you go down after you kill the Dodongo, you get silvers, and then you go to the turnstile room, there's a closed door, and there's Ganon, so it's like, okay, I guess Ganon gave up at the end.
I didn't even hear him roar, that's how fast you were in the room. I was like, oh. And then chat's like, did we just see Zelda? And I'm like, I don't know, we just found Ganon. But unfortunately for Potato Pony, he took a death 2 screens away from level 6 because he did all of the other stuff on the left of East Death Mountain before he went to the top of the staircase.
Oh no. That's bad.
Yeah, he spent a little bit more time in 8, but it took him a while to get around to picking up his white sword, so you were able to kind of pull a little bit ahead there because you were doing, hey, 7!
Oh, that's where it is.
Yeah.
I was not exactly the happiest seeing both the recorder and the power bracelet in one because that did not make the math happy.
I mean, it let us know, since we had already seen Potato Pony dig double hearts out of 3, that the silvers were 9, so that was fun for us.
Yeah, I when you actually went back into level 6, I'm like, okay, I know Alsoa wants the knowledge, but is it going to take him forever in this level 6 to find that item, and then immediately you find the item? And a quick Triforce out of level 7.
Yeah, that's actually really good for Potato Pony. Since he is right now 2 and 2, he will be going to 2 and 3. He still has a shot to make it into brackets, and the time differential can actually play a factor.
Yeah.
So that saved him a ton of time going back up into Death Mountain, because he could just go to level 2.
You know, I'm gonna be honest. I was considering my options of whether it was faster to go look for 7 and hope the Triforce is quick, but I figured the opportunity cost of that was higher than just going into 8.
Oh, no minimum magical sword. Alright,
Also,
so he's
6
just
was
around the corner from 2. Sorry, go ahead.
6 was also a little bit of, let me do my due diligence, at least see if I can get an item in, like, a couple of rooms, but if I don't get an item in the first, I don't know, 6 more rooms, I'm just leaving.
Yeah. So how about that bow on the floor of level 2?
That was fantastic. Because it gave you a door where you could safely just kill the land molas and they can't do anything about it except complain. And then 2 had all of the land molas, so it was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, you walked into that left mola room and it was like, oh no.
Yeah, it was definitely a source of it was the land mola breeding ground.
Look, there's another one.
Yeah, there's 3 within 4-room block.
Yuck.
And they say level 2 is a good dungeon to dig early. Well, I mean, this seed says no. You go dig, I don't know. Nothing early.
I mean, at least in 3, you guys could get to, well, not much, because you were key blocked. You actually got ahead a little tiny bit in 3 with information-wise, because you stole the key out of 4. There's another heart for Potato Pony. Now, Potato Pony does have a blue ring, so he does have a lot of health right now.
The Yanni key also felt very good to have.
I was wondering if you were going to finish clearing that blue wizard room, to be honest.
Well, I figured why not give it a shot. The only blue wizard rooms that really gave me trouble were that one and the stupid Triforce room in 5.
Yeah, that was not a kind room. Though, I was really surprised when they let you in the room, and I was just going, oh, okay. Well, he at least can get in.
Yep.
Oh, more land bows.
That's 4!
Yeah, except for the red ones instead of the blue ones.
This is now more than in the entirety of A Link to the Past.
Well, at least it's not the Muldorms from A Link to the Past, because those guys are jerks. Here comes the Triforce, the compass, like 3 rooms from the Triforce. And a bomb refill. Hopefully.
Always good.
Nah.
So yeah. Honestly, outside of like getting blocked by a whole bunch of stuff early, just because resources were a little bit low, the seed really wasn't that bad.
Yeah, I told Krim he should totally roll all of my seeds for the rest of the tournament.
I'm always willing.
Yay! Here comes the Triforce at a level 2 for Potato Pony. Now he's on his way into that remarkably friendly level 9. Like, here, 4 rooms, you're done.
So Alsoa, this guarantees you a spot into the brackets.
Yes.
Obviously, everything is still for seeding and all that, but even with all the races still remaining this week, is there anyone that you have interest in battling next week for week 6? Just for fun racing purposes.
Yes, actually. There are a couple people that I have in mind that I would like to race. One of them is you.
Okay, one of them is Krim. There you go.
One of them is Rick.
That is also potentially doable.
And one of them is Antlers. Depending on how Antlers does.
Go south! Go south!
Also doable. So we'll go south. Potato Pony will find his silvers really quickly here.
Yay!
And maybe some unnecessary bombs. But also checking for the compass or something like that.
And the key is always helpful, except for we already know that he's not going to be in 9 for very long.
Yeah, but when you don't know, you clear the room.
Very true. So there we go. Silvers for Potato Pony.
And then just gonna find Ganon immediately over here unless there's a bomb wall. But you don't check for a bomb wall until you've checked all the doors.
Right.
Yeah.
So here we'll discover about Zelda. We'll go up and find Ganon. And yes, quick level 9 for Potato Pony as well.
Yeah, I love this 9. Can I have this 9?
I have to apologize about the spiky death in level 8.
Ah, it's okay. He deserved it. He's playing for the enemy.
This is
Alright,
what
Potato
level 4
Pony's got
like.
this. Oh, he had the stun lock. Stop dancing, Ganon.
Now Potato does have a potion, so even if Ganon was uncooperative, he would have been able to potion, but doesn't need it. We'll go ahead and start heading south here to get back to the girl.
Now the question, oh, he can do the clippy thing, so let's get some GGs in chat for Potato Pony, finishing with an official race time of 1:05:03.
And it does look like Potato will join us in just a second.
Now, while we're waiting for that to happen, we can very briefly go over the schedule for the rest of the night. The race that started at the same time as us over in Speed Gaming 3 might still be underway, but coming up at 11 p.m. Eastern between Fury SK, and Cafe JD, they're both 4-0. It's going to be over on Speed Gaming Prime. I think I'm running out of the ability to words.
Words are hard, math is easy.
Well, luckily we don't have to words after this. We can just go watch Tracy and Yumi going to be calling that one. Tomorrow's also interesting because we have 5 races all starting at 8 or 9. So that's going to be a Rick nightmare.
Yay! Welcome, GG's Potato Pony. Did Discord eat your microphone?
Oh, sorry. Thanks, CD. GG's Alsoa.
GG's.
I thought I did okay, but you kicked my butt.
Well, I got a little bit lucky that I found 6 and found both the Triforce and Rendering within like 10 rooms, even though I had to double dip 8.
Where was 6? Because I never found it.
Top of the stairs going up to East EM.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
Now-
died there or something.
You did, but oddly enough, you ended up finding level 7. The level 7 Triforce was a lot easier to get to than the level 6 Triforce.
Yeah, that was part of why I felt pretty good, because I was like, well, I know the silvers can't be in 7, but I'll see if I can find a quick Triforce, and it was as quick as can be.
Yeah, it was like, here, have this, go away. But yeah, this kind of came down to in a little bit of routing, I guess. Alsoa ended up finding that white sword a little bit faster. He ended up finding level 1 a little bit faster. You guys both pretty much found 2, 3, and 4 like within a cluster of time. Though Potato Pony, you had already had the knowledge of what the Armos item was. It just kind of, that little bit of damage let Alsoa get into 6, get the red ring, and then from there it was just, finish up.
Yeah, I did feel like I bounced all over the overworld a little bit, so that makes sense.
Yeah, he ended up burning that bush, and then he didn't have enough hearts at, 4 or 5, and then he found the take any that was right next to it and was able to go back. Though for a moment there, also, we thought you were leaving it behind.
No, just going to get forgotten spot before I forgot it.
Seems fair, definitely.
Also, the hints were actually useful.
I know.
Yeah, the hints were great.
It said, don't dig this, don't dig that, and how about that 4 segment level 5?
That was fun.
It was fun, but it had a cute little compass just waiting on the other side of the stairs to hurry things along.
Yeah, that was really good.
To guide you to a bunch of whiz robes.
Yeah, that room was kind of ugly, but...
Yes.
Speaking of whiz robes, it was that early blue whiz robe room in level 8 with that one single push block. That's where the any key was. We pretty much figured, Potato, that once you left level 8 and got that hint, that unless you were really, really struggling with keys, there was no way you're going back for that.
Yeah, no, I mean, I had that room marked. I figured since it wasn't the transport, I figured there was a decent chance it was it. But exactly what you said, I had a little bit of key trouble the first 25, 30 minutes, but then I was at, 3, 4, 5 keys the rest of the way, and it didn't turn out to be an issue.
So the wand is probably like 50 rooms deep in level 9, and nobody's ever going to see it.
No, that wand has never seen the light of day.
I mean, it could have been the most beautiful level 9 shape ever, and we will never know.
Yep. Unless somebody wants to go back and look in the seed to find the map.
That's a good point. Though I volunteer to not be it.
You don't want to deal with the blue wizards to get into level 9?
No.
But you can avoid level 5.
Do I ever want to deal with blue whiz robes?
Yes, when you can just run away. Like dash through the room and hope they don't have anything.
Okay, I think that's fair.
I honestly don't need to see the level 9 map. I'm perfectly happy with that level 5 one.
Oh gosh, that level 5 was beautiful. It was so good.
It was a cute level 9 with the Silvers, Ganon, and Zelda all within 6, 8 rooms.
Yeah, you just had to go down at the start, which thankfully was a relatively easy decision.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, this was a really fun one to watch. GG's to both of you, and I will say good luck, Potato Pony, next week moving forward.
It's not looking good the way things are going, but thank you.
Hey,
You got a strong time differential to go with.
You ran one heck of a race. Like, you finished in 105.03. You had, like, dungeons spread all over the place. You had ladder blocks in a couple of different places. So, like, really, you did a really great job in this seed.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
I concur.
And Alsoa, congrats on clinching whatever awaits you in the main bracket.
Thank you. I am expecting what's going to happen is I'm going to end up getting one of Fury, Scytown, Caffey, Truant, basically anybody in this tournament.
Yeah, that's my thought too. It's like, yeah, whoever I'm playing, it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna try to make it as entertaining as possible because that's what makes these great, but that's about all I can do too.
I mean, I'm still wrapping my brain around the fact that I made brackets for the first time ever.
Hey, congrats, CD. That's awesome.
Thanks. It was fun. But yeah, I'm just hoping the wheel doesn't pair me with Alsoa for next week.
Luckily, Fred programmed that part of it, not me, so I can't go in and rig the wheel.
I mean, that one year where it kept just dropping Fred off of the wheel as we spun the wheel was kind of amusing.
Very.
It's like, wait, is he still on there? We gotta double check.
I mean, to be fair, if we did end up being forced to race against each other, I'm pretty sure we would just turn it into a baking contest.
Yay! And you would not be allowed to use mint.
No, I would actually just use dark chocolate M&Ms.
Now I want chocolate, but I have to go to sleep. But anyway, I'll go ahead and ask if you guys have any final thoughts about this lovely and wonderful seed, and then we can see about maybe raiding over to one of the speed gaming channels, possibly.
Actually, it looks like they're about finishing up as well over there.
Oh.
But we can still raid us. Speed Gaming 3. They are finishing up over there. I won't spoil anything, but yeah. We can
One
go
of the
ahead
two
and
runners finished before the other one.
Yay!
I don't know which one did.
Wait, you mean it wasn't another tie?
Oh, dear God.
Yeah, I'm hoping we don't have any more of those.
I mean, like, that's like the, second one ever in a tournament?
Yeah, luckily this one wasn't in a bracket, so...
That's even more helpful, because then you don't have to re-race it.
Yeah,
Just the 8-way tie.
just caused a few headaches for Fred trying to figure out how to make sure his code worked to where that we could actually do it.
So that the wheel wouldn't, like, just fall off and run away.
Yeah, so quick story about that before we send everyone over. When Fred was originally trying to fix it, he went in and said, okay, well, we'll just award a point to each of those runners, and ended up awarding a point to every single runner. So some people had 5 wins and they didn't even have 5 matches.
Oh, I like this. This is good.
Fred's very generous, so
Yeah, that's really nice, Fred. Can you give me one for next week and then I can have a week off?
Everybody gets a point. Week 6 of Swiss is now all just for fun.
Yay! Yeah. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting to the slap happy point of the day. We definitely want to go ahead and thank our runners for a very entertaining race. This was a lot of fun to watch. I want to thank Crystal and Crow for doing our tracking in the background, Cammy and Renikai for doing our restreaming, and Krim, thanks. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this CD. Thank you for entertaining me for the past hour.
I mean, where do people let me interrupt them constantly just to talk about random shapes looking like figure skaters? Like,
No,
fantastic.
you compared it to the here and far from Gonzo.
Grover, that was
Grover.
that
Yes.
was that. Which one was that? Was that 5? No, that was maybe 6. I can't remember now.
No, that was 2.
Oh, it was 2. Yes, because it looked like Grover. But anyway. There's more Zelda action coming up in about an hour. There's something finishing up over on Speed Gaming. I don't even remember which one it was. And yeah, have a great night. I'm going to bed.
Thanks, everyone.